Hi guys, it's Dr. O'Connor. How are you? I missed you. I am so excited. I just came back from my meeting in Nashville, Tennessee at the American Society of Colorectal Surgeons. It was a phenomenal meeting. I got a chance to network and learn from some of the greatest colorectal surgery minds in America. It was an internet. It was unbelievable. I also was able to take an advanced endoscopy techniques course where I was able to learn more advanced techniques for removing polyps and early colon cancers. It's so important to stay on top of new, innovative, cutting-edge techniques so that I can provide the best and utmost care for my patients. And on that note, I want to reassure all of my patients and all of my potential patients and referrals that I will still be there to provide you with the utmost care and compassion. However, I am in a period of work transition, and once this is complete, I will be there for you to continue to provide all of the care that you've been used to and all the care that I love giving. So just hang on in there. But during my time while I was there, it was warm. I was in Tennessee, and I started thinking about how warm it is. School's actually starting to go out. And then vacation. I also started thinking about all the meetings and trips that I have planned. So whether you're, going on vacation or whether you're working, we all love traveling, but we have to fly. And when we have to fly, there are some things that we need to learn to stay healthy in the air. Because this is our vacation season. People are going to be out of school. We're going to be working. We're going to be traveling. And I thought about that while I was on the way home. So a couple of tips I want to share with you. The first one, make sure you get plenty of rest. You want to rest before you actually go onto the plane. Because if you're tired and you're run down, your immune system is going to be tired and run down. And the amount of people that you're going to interact with in the airport, on the plane, there's a lot of transmission of bacteria and germs. And if you're not at your strongest, you're going to have a problem. And also, those seats really are not the most comfortable. So it's going to be really hard for you to get a good night's sleep. It's going to be choppy, or even a good couple of hours. It's going to be choppy and interrupted sleep. So make sure, number one, you get plenty of rest. I'm sure you know what number two is. Yes, drink lots of water. You should need to drink a significant amount of water. You have to stay hydrated. It's very important because that dry, low humidity air that keep recirculating on the airplane is going to dry out your mucous membranes. And when your mucous membranes are dry, you're going to have a really hard time flushing a lot of the germs and bacteria from your body. So I know we're not allowed to bring fluids through security, but the tip I use is I get an empty water bottle and I fill it up. And I fill it up before I get on the plane. Just so you know, there is a study out there in 2002, I think it was the Wall Street Journal, and they looked at the water from several planes and several different airlines, and it had 14 times the germ and bacterial count that's allowed in the United States. So you want to bring your own water, and at least if you don't bring your own water and fill it up, buy a ton of water. Speaking of germs and bacteria, the next tip: disinfect your surfaces. Bring some Clorox wipes with you, especially if you're traveling with little ones. Those armrests, seat back, and tray tables are teeming with bacteria and germs. And especially if you're going to put your food down there, make sure that you clean it first. And always, always wipe your hands. That's extremely important. The next thing I want you to tell you to do is pack in layers, and go there in layers, because some like it hot, some don't. And the ambient temperature between the airport, the airline, and your destination is all going to change. And if you don't keep the normal temperature and you're cold and shivering, that's going to really disrupt your ability to continue to fight bacteria and germs, because your normal body temperature is going to be fluctuating. So bring a sweater that you can either put on or bring something that you can peel off. Just make sure that you have enough so that you're comfortable and you can maintain your normal body temperature on the plane. Number 4. Stick to your normal diet. It is really important because airplane food is notoriously expensive. It's notoriously high in fat, salt, and calories, and it's going to get you off of your regular diet. So what I recommend is, before you go, have a meal. Have a good meal. Get a good solid meal in. Most airline flights are not that long, and if you have to stay on the flight for a long time, bring some snacks. You can bring baggies of vegetables, cauliflower, cucumbers, carrots. You can bring granola bars. You can bring healthy protein bars. You can bring crackers with hummus or with peanut butter, or you can just bring some apples, oranges, bananas, and pears. Those can go a long way to staving off hunger and keeping you feeling full until you get to your next destination. The other thing, stick to your routine. That's number 5. It's very important, especially if you're going to be on a long flight. Because if you're going to be on a long flight, you're going to get up at a certain hour, you're going to go to bed at a certain hour, and you're going to have jet lag. So if you can get where your destination is and stay awake until it's time for you to normally go to bed, that can stave off jet lag. You can go to bed a little bit earlier, but just make sure that you stay awake as long as you possibly can until your normal routine to go to bed. Because that jet lag can run you down, you can get tired, and again, that can predispose you to a poor immune system and poor health. What are we on? 6, it's important for you to stay away from the bathroom. If you could possibly stay away from the bathroom in the airline, that would be great. What if you can move your bowels or urinate before you get on the plane? That's probably one of the healthiest things that you can absolutely do. Simply because when you're flushing the toilet, the act of flushing the toilet sends a stream of whatever's in there several feet. And we all know how small and how cramped those airplane bathrooms are. So if you can't avoid it, make sure you use a paper towel, close the lid before you flush, and wash your hands. As always, always wash your hands. Number 6, get up and walk. I don't care if you're in the aisle seat or if you're in the window seat, it's extremely important for you to get up and walk. Because when you're sitting in those small cramped seats, you're not going to have a lot of blood flow and a lot of circulation. So you want to get up and walk to prevent DVTs or deep venous thrombosis. Those are blood clots that form in the lower calves, and they can travel to the heart and brain, and they can be fatal. So if you're prone to having blood clots, if you have any blood clotting disorders, or if you're concerned, especially on long flights, I suggest you clearly see your primary care physician and make an appointment and discuss that, because that can be lethal. The other thing that I want you to do is stay away from the complimentary pillow and blanket. I know we're tired, we want to get that nap, but the complimentary pillow and blanket is absolutely disgusting. They have very little time in between the airlines to let alone clean it as to give new pillows and blankets. I'm sure you can imagine that is just a perfect vector for spreading bacteria and spreading germs and spreading colds. So if you can avoid having someone else's pillow and blanket, just bring your own, or just cuddle up with your jacket, because it's absolutely disgusting. I think I got everything that I wanted to talk about. We got water, we have plenty of rest, disinfecting the surfaces, sticking to your normal diet, your normal routine, getting up and walking, packing in layers, avoiding the bathroom, and avoiding the complimentary pillow and blanket. I hope these tips were helpful for you. We're going to be traveling a lot this summer, and you want to stay healthy, you want to stick to your routine, and you want to get there and back in one piece. So if these tips were helpful, please share them. Share them with your family, share them with your friends, share them with your colleagues. You can follow me on LinkedIn, Twitter. You can like me on Facebook. I'm going to start to be on Instagram as well. So you can even reach out to me on my website, www.lynnocconnormd.com. It is chock full of information from blogs, healthy tips on eating, exercising, mental health. It's extremely important. So I hope this was helpful for you. So until the next time, stay healthy, be blessed, and fly right. Thank you.